Hey everybody, and welcome back to the 2014 Insight Innovation Exchange, brought to you by Greenbook and Gen 2 Advisors, proudly supported by Research Now. My name is Ben Smithy, CEO of Spike Market Analytics, and I am joined by the CEO of Vision Critical, Mr. Scott Miller. Scott, thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
Hi Ben, thanks for having me.
Welcome to IIeX. What are your thoughts so far, and what do you think that Insight Innovation Exchange means for our industry?
Well, I tell you, I've just spent the day speed dating about a dozen or so great innovative companies that Vision Critical is looking at to see whether we can collaborate with them to bring greater insights to our clients. And I think that's what IIeX really does mean to us. It's a collaborative environment in which people aren't trying to build the next mousetrap. They're trying to come up with solutions that combine with other solutions that advance the industry forward and help the industry continue to improve the way that we help clients solve business problems.
Yeah, there's a lot of, not to overuse the word, but a lot of synergy here. There's a lot of collaboration here. There's none of that kind of, oh, this is my client, this is your client, there's an aversion of that sharing. I've been impressed by that, so I'm glad you brought that up. It's
an indication that the space is maturing. We're maturing as an industry. I think I've seen it in the software industry for 10 or 15 years. It's not about your own solution. It's about how your solution can make somebody else's solution even more successful.
Yeah, we can't do it alone.
Winning together. Exactly.
Talk to me about innovation within the community space, within the tech space, you're trying to integrate all sorts of data analysis and data inputs, if you will. Talk to me about what you guys are doing with innovation within Vision Critical.
Yeah, I think that the easiest way to think about it is we believe that the big data destination is something that is real. It's going to take a while for everybody to get there, but we're building a platform that will enable us to take the great methodologies and applications that collect and analyze customer information and basically find ways to move that into the big data ecosystem, into the predictive analytics engines. And so from our standpoint, it's all these applications and solutions being developed by these great entrepreneurs here that have the potential to just make a predictive analytics solution a little bit smarter, a little bit more accurate. And that, again, just advances the value proposition that market research brings to the business decision-making process.
Where are we along that growth curve for predictive analysis within research? To your best guess.
We all want the panacea. I think we're 10% of the way there. I really think there's 10, 15, 20 years left in this whole road before we really are predicting outcomes with tremendous accuracy. There's just so many variables that we're still learning. I mean, we're still into just introducing neuroscience and things like that into the equation. And if you look at the R squareds of these predictive analytics engines, they're not they're not 0.9, 0.95. I mean, there's still a lot of improvement left to be done. And the other thing that we all know is there's an awful lot of work left to be done to just get those insights into an automated framework that brings them into predictive analytics and then actually enables them to go back out, get smarter, and come back in. I mean, there's a lot of work left to be done.
It's so exciting, though. Yeah, that's exciting how much room there is for growth. It's definitely, we're a mature but not yet mature industry because it evolves so much. What else are you guys seeing? Anything else that's kind of caught your eye throughout the day-to-day?
The other thing that catches my eye is just how many people are here. I mean, I've been here at each of these, and in the beginning it was a couple hundred entrepreneurs talking about their solutions, what have you. Now you've got all these workshops going, these side meetings where clients are meeting with a number of solutions, looking at how they can use those solutions to improve their own ecosystems. And I think maybe it's the seriousness of or let's call it the business value of what's here, which is maybe different than a couple years ago when we were looking at these are just great ideas, new ideas, entrepreneurial, how they scale, we're not sure. I mean, they're real now, and that's why companies are sending 3, 4, 5 delegates to this event to work with different companies to really solve problems.
And so Vision Critical is no longer the small company that it once was back in the day, right? If you look at and not even too far back in the day. But if you look at what the universities are doing and the MSMR programs, they're trying to grow young talent, and you guys are always on the hunt for the brightest young rock stars in the industry.
Yep.
What does that look like? Not from a hard skill standpoint, because those are pretty easy to identify, right? But from the soft skills, the personality, the persona. Let's more answer the question, who is the research of the future?
I think that's a fantastic question, and I think a lot of the universities are really trying to figure it out. The industry's trying to figure it out. A couple quick observations. One is that the 20-year-old, 21, 22-year-olds coming out of university right now, they're very entrepreneurial. They've discovered that they can create their own businesses, their own applications, while they're still in the university. And it's a real incubator now. So as a result, one of the things we look for are those entrepreneurs. And again, not people that are going to try and solve global warming with a single app, but who know how to use their skills to make someone's challenge better, to solve business problems. So entrepreneurialism is a great thing we're looking for. The other thing is just that passion and energy, that curiosity that really has characterized market research for years. That's not dead. These people are still curious. They still want to solve business problems. They've just got a different set of skills in order to do it, and they're much more technologically advanced. So I would say using technology, very high levels of curiosity, entrepreneurialism, and as you mentioned before, collaboration. People who know how to work with other people. Maybe even people that you would have thought 5 years ago were your competitor are now your business partner.
On the note of curiosity, because that comes up frequently, right? Has that curiosity changed or evolved at all? Is it more than just the why and the what? And has the curiosity that we're trying to evoke and cultivate changed at all? Or is it still the same sort of mentality that we need?
Great question. I think that the big change that we've seen over the last 5 years is curiosity used to be a lot about nice to know, right? That'd be nice to know. I'm going to get an insight. I'm going to help, make things a little bit clearer. With where we're looking now, it's all about very tangible measures for solving business problems, right? I know exactly when I've solved the business problem, and so the curiosity is now what tools I have to solve that problem rather than the wondering as to whether you've discovered something useful. We know whether we've discovered something useful now.
Absolutely. Well, Scott, thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
Congratulations to Gen2 and the entire team here that's built this. It's a fabulous event.
Excellent. We'll see you around next year.
Cheers. You can.
You heard it here first, 2014 Insight Innovation Exchange. My name is Ben Smithy. You just heard from Mr. Scott Miller from Vision Critical. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.